Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today I would like to talk about support. Now, I have gotten a lot of messages over the last, I suppose, week or few days in relation to people needing help and advice on different things, whether it's personal or work or otherwise. And I suppose I really wanted to get across today that it's great that people want to help themselves and want to take that step. And for me, it's also really upsetting when they don't choose it. When you don't choose it, then after making the first initial contact, yeah. So I suppose because of what I do and because I'm a therapist, I'm obviously connecting to you already when you message me, yeah. So there's already a connection there. So I'm nearly tapped into you somewhat, and I can feel and I can nearly hear that you have a need, and maybe a little bit about, I might get a bit of clarity around what your need might be. Um, and also, if you have, quite a kind of a large question or situation that is maybe multifaceted, um, I can also see the work that maybe needs to happen there. Yeah. Um, the common denominator to really any question about help or advice is support. And in a lot of cases, especially really, it's really brought to my awareness in the last week in terms of people connecting with me and interacting and asking questions, is that a lot of people don't know what support even means. They have I suppose they have in their archives, they have um, their past experiences of support. Or if I was to ask somebody, what does support mean to you, I'm sure everybody would have a different answer. Now, maybe something would be similar to somebody else's, but everybody's experience is going to be somewhat different. And when we think of support, we forget that the first person to support is actually ourselves. Yeah. So from the sense I get from people, I suppose, making contact and attempting to get a need met, yeah, is that they go to a certain point and then they don't choose to go beyond that point. So I'm wondering, is that a template or a blueprint for your life in general? Does that happen somewhere else in your life? Have you shown me a way of being in the world that you are with yourself outside of our interaction with each other? So is this a template? Are you in another situation in your life where you get to a point and you don't choose to go further and you choose to maybe stay there? Or are you going to choose to go further this time? Yeah. And my advice to people who don't wish to choose therapy right now um, is to watch these videos. And there's really so many reasons to do that, okay? First of all, there's an energy that comes through. There's an energy that's passed through, and an energy that you can receive if you allow yourself to receive, okay? And that's probably the basis of the entire video series, actually, yeah. So that's there anyway, and that's what will connect us together in that moment. The material is something that you can hear, you can think about, you can apply, and that's completely up to you. It depends on what you want to receive in terms of the material, but the connection is where it's at. Yeah, the connection will allow for that energy to flow, that um how to say, that fusion, possibly, yeah, of both of our worlds for a minute, which forms the basis of the work. And this is really what psychotherapy is about. Now, I do bring other things into the room, other tools that I have learnt over the last maybe year or so, yeah. and I would continue to do that, yeah, to bring in different things. Another important point in terms of the video series is that to interact with the video, yeah, to interact with it. There are people that might send me messages saying, "Oh, I love your videos, you know, X, Y, and Z," which is great, right? And I would say, you know, I would say to them, or I would, you know, have the thought that I didn't know that you loved them or you liked them because you weren't interacting with them. And this is such an interesting piece, okay? And it's really looking at it in its most simplest form. And if you can stay with me for a minute while I explore this, okay? Because on the outside, it may look different than what it actually is. So if you are looking for help or advice or support, okay, and you don't connect with it, if you don't connect with it, okay, but you maybe message me around it, okay, from a different door, then you're not actually connecting with the material. There's possibly a fear around connecting with the material, okay? Whatever fuels that non-action for you, okay? That is where the answer is for you, okay? If you can watch this, okay, and if you can connect with me during this video by liking it, loving it, interacting with it, commenting on it, sharing it, whatever feels light for you to do with this video, okay? Do that and really watch what happens. Watch what happens. I can tell you now that doing this action with this now will open up something in you that you will use as a template or a blueprint outside of this moment with you and I right now. And that, my friends, is the essence of therapy. And that is today's gem. So I hope for you and I wish for you today to interact with this video and feel the energy, feel the support, and feel the connection that we have in this moment, and everything will grow from there. Okay, guys, love you.